Welcome everyone to the second of PYP's 3 new music festival concerts. I'm David Hatner. I'm the musical director of the Portland Youth Philharmonic. Tonight, all of us are going to hear 10 world premieres. These works were composed for the musicians who will be performing them, and you're going to meet the composers of those works as well. All of us here are grateful to the section coaches who work with our students every week to help them prepare this program. And we're all moved and impressed by the efforts and resiliency of the PYP musicians that they showed during this unprecedented worldwide crisis. We're also grateful to the wonderful PYP parents who have shown us so much love during this past year. And a very special thank you to all the PYP staff who have worked tirelessly all season, and to our board of directors who have supported us.
Hi, I'm Ines Vogler-Belgique. I'm the conductor of the Young String Ensemble. And needless to say that it's been an interesting journey that we've been writing for over a year. And we're making the best of it 1 week at a time. The kids are working hard despite the Zoom fatigue and that they are all by themselves when they're meeting with us, but they're improving so much, and we have built a small YC family. We meet as ensemble every week. We take turns playing our parts so the musicians can hear what other sections sound like, and they send practice videos each week and receive feedback from me. And we'll also do goofy things like taking funny Zoom pictures, and we dress a certain way for each week, or bring your favorite stuffed or real animal to the rehearsal. We share traditional dresses and much more. We had the chance to meet Sakari a couple of times, and it was such a special treat to be able to meet the composer of the piece that you're performing. And she was so kind and warm and fun, and the students immediately felt comfortable asking a lot of questions. And she even played a piece for us that she wrote for Viola. I'm constantly reminded and inspired by these musicians' resilience, and I know that you're going to love their performance of Miss Sakari's challenging and lively piece, Citronella Sunsets. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Giancarlo Castro Dallona. I'm composer and conductor, and I'm very proud to be the PYWI conductor since 1 year ago here in PYP. PYWI is our big wind ensemble into PYP organization, and it is conformed by woodwind section, brass section, and percussion section. But we also include instruments like saxophones, baritons, and euphonium that allows our ensemble to get into the massive concert band repertoire. During this season, PYWI has been able to perform pieces composed for each section and also for the whole group. We have enjoyed so much work on these pieces, and we are very looking forward to get in person soon to be able to play music together once again.
Greetings. My name is Larry Johnson, and I'm the conductor of the Conservatory Orchestra for PYP. I've been associated with this organization for some 25 years now. It's hard to believe. I first served as a coach for wind sectionals for the PYP Orchestra, and then 6 years as a board member, and then as the conductor for the wind ensemble, and now finally as the conductor of the Conservatory Orchestra. This year has presented our PYP ensembles with the unique opportunity to showcase the talents of a diverse group of young composers. Normally writing for professional level ensembles, these composers were commissioned to write music for younger age groups of musicians. This has allowed our musicians to prepare and to give first performances of music never heard before. It has also, by extension, created a significant increase in original repertoire for a variety of musical age levels. We want to thank, most gratefully, all of the sponsors and donors who have generously helped support these concerts. Please enjoy these wonderful pieces, and thank you so much.
We hope you'll all join us on June 5th when PYP will close its season with even more world premieres. For now, enjoy tonight's performance.
Hello, my name is Bruce Stark. and I'm coming to you from Redmond, Washington here. First, I just want to say thank you to Maestro Hattner and the Portland Youth Philharmonic for giving me the opportunity to participate in this wonderful project. It's an honor to be here. I composed a piece for the orchestral brass section, plus 2 percussionists, so a total of 13 musicians. And for me, the brass family has a kind of straightforward, centered, powerful quality that I wanted to tap into with this music. So I composed a piece called The Vigor of Hope. And true to its title, this piece celebrates the amazing resilience and vitality that I see all around me during these challenging times, in particular in young people. So with no further ado, I hope you enjoy the music. Here is The Vigor of Hope.
Hi, my name is Sakari Dixon Vanderveer, and I am a composer and violist from Southern California. It is my pleasure to present to you our next piece, Citronella Sunsets, which I wrote for the Portland Youth Philharmonic Young String Ensemble. Although it can be quite hot in Southern California during the summer, the evenings make it one of my favorite times of the year. A time to watch a symphony at the bowl, eat outdoors with friends, or go for a stroll at the local market night while the scent of fresh kettle corn fills the air. On some days, the weather cools down so that it is just right, even though there's still quite a bit of warmth around. On others, the 3-digit temperatures carry over into the evening, making a night outdoors a little less than ideal. Unlike some folks I know, I can stand the heat, but I'm much less a fan of the mosquitoes, probably because they seem to be a fan of me. But that won't stop me from having a good time, and it helps that I don't mind the smell of citronella either. With its energetic rhythms, Citronella Sunsets is a musical ode to summer evenings while making memories with friends and loved ones.
Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to have the chance to introduce my music I'm Rain Worthington, the composer of the next piece, Turning Tides. I want to thank Maestro Hattner for this wonderful project, the Youth Orchestra's Commissioning Initiative. It was an honor to receive a commission request to compose a piece for the talented musicians of the Portland Youth Philharmonic and the Youth Conservatory Orchestra. The piece I wrote for strings is Turning Tides. In the autumn of 2020, I was feeling the forces of change, and this became the emotional inspiration for the music. The feelings brought an image to mind of trying to balance with your feet on two separate float boards, riding the different currents, which sometimes move independently in different directions, creating a level of uncertainty and adventure. So you're not quite sure of how to achieve a balance or whether you'll be able to maintain your footing while navigating the turning tides. So I hope you'll enjoy this brief musical ride. Thank you.
My name is Gordon Rensher, and I'm excited to be introducing my piece for percussion quintet, The Year of the Rat. Now, there's nothing political in that title. While I was composing this piece, the title I had in my head was Incidental Music to the Year 2020. And in the Chinese zodiac, 2020 was the Year of the Rat. Now, there are dozens, if not hundreds, of instruments that as a composer I have at my disposal in the percussion family. However, for this piece, I was limited to the instruments that the students had at home during the quarantine period. So this piece is scored for orchestra bells, 2 marimbas, and 2 drum sets. Now, I have not used the drum sets in an idiomatic jazz or rock and roll kind of style. Rather, I've used the drum sets as classical percussion instruments. I hope you enjoy this piece. We'll be hearing it for the first time together, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Hello, this is Gabriel Meneses. I'm a Venezuelan pianist and composer, and I would like to introduce to you my new work for elephants, which was specially written for the Portland Youth Philharmonic Orchestra. It is a 4-voices fugue, so my idea was to create a fun work that makes the classical language, in this case Baroque language, because everything is counterpoint, with the jazz and blues language. So it's about a family of elephants which are playing and messing around with everything on their way until the night comes and bring with it a lot of threats. But the sun rises again, and the fun comes with a new day. So I use the elephant as a symbol of wisdom, power, union, and force, just to remember that everything bad, like this pandemic for example, will pass and the sun will rise again. With nothing else to say but to thanks the team of PYP Orchestra, I encourage you to enjoy this funny work that I wrote with a lot of affection in the middle of this weird time. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, my name is Tatev Amiryan. I'm an Armenian American composer and pianist. I'm very happy to present you my new piece Shogher for concert band, written specially for Portland Youth Philharmonic. The piece is an arrangement of an original song Shogher, written by Armenian composer Komitas. Komitas is considered the founder of Armenian National Music School. He is the first Armenian composer who obtained professional training in Western classical music, and he used his Western training to build Armenian national music traditions. He collected and wrote down thousands of Armenian folk songs and arranged them for a choir and for different instruments. He also wrote many original songs which were inspired by Armenian folk songs and carry the influence of Armenian folk songs. Shogher is one of those songs, and I choose this song not because it's very beautiful, but because also I wanted to continue the traditions of Komitas and to present the Armenian music traditions through my work to wider audiences. Shogher translates as Dear Shogher, and in Armenian, Shogher means rays or shine, and it also is a female name. In the song, a man expresses his feelings to his lover Shogher, describes her beauty and compares her to the sun. The song conveys the image of Armenian women, beautiful, glowing and graceful. I'm very pleased and honored to work with Portland Youth Philharmonic, and I would like to thank them for this wonderful opportunity. I hope you enjoy my piece. Thank you.
Hey everyone, this is Jim Stevenson, composer from the Chicago area. I'm so delighted that the Portland Youth Philharmonic and my good friend David Hatner, who I've known since high school, have decided to include music from my Suite of Suites on this concert. The Suite of Suites, like the title, is 4 movements where each movement stems from a piece I've already composed. We have Hubble, which comes from Celestial Suite, a piece about science and music and how they danced together back during their times. We have It Over, which comes from a suite called Thinking. So every movement has a title following the word thinking. So Thinking It Over is a piece of music that just keeps repeating itself, but adding variety on each repetition. We have Green, which is my take on the color green from a suite called Colors. How original. And lastly, we have The Little Red Caboose, which comes from a suite I wrote for a chamber orchestra on model trains. And The Little Red Caboose is, in my opinion, the train that gets the most often overlooked, and so I tried to make it the most beautiful of that particular suite. This collection of pieces has been scaled down to just be a group of 8 instrumentalists. During these pandemic times, this sort of thing has become necessary. And so that is what constitutes my Suite of Suites. I hope you enjoy the selections they have chosen to play for you from that suite, and I wish I could be there with you. Thank you so much. So long.
Hello, my name is Jonathan Bingham. I'm the composer of Civic. Civic is a piece for string orchestra that's structured based off of a giant palindrome. We end up hearing a theme being repeated over and over to the point where it starts to get a little smaller each time. As it's getting smaller, simultaneously there's another theme within the orchestra that gets bigger, and then that becomes the new section of the work. Then the process reverses where the new theme becomes smaller and the old theme comes back and takes over. It was a lot of fun to write this piece. The actual work is 202 bars long, a palindrome, and if you play it at 101 beats per minute, it should last 6 minutes and 26 seconds. So as you can imagine, a lot of fun to write this piece. Thank you so much to the Portland Youth Philharmonic for this commission. I hope you all enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Erbek Elmas, composer of Aksak Disco. The work is inspired by Aksak meters and styles of Thracian folk music. And I wanted to combine that with something unusual and the disco genre of the 80s and 90s, especially from Turkish popular music. Popular music many times is very predictable, very repetitive, but I wanted to create an unpredictable, non-repetitive version using this disco style. And with this unusual pairing of these two very energetic styles of music, I wanted to create this constant drive and unusual timbral combinations. I hope you enjoy the piece. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eduardo Alonso Crespo, and I am the composer of the piece you are going to watch next. It was October of 2020, in the middle of a worldwide crisis, that I was approached by Maestro David Hatner to compose a work for the Portland Youth Philharmonic. So there I was with this task that had two obvious components: a worldwide life-threatening crisis and a group of highly talented young musicians. So the idea came to me quite clear. I would try to portray the stamina, the bravery, the resilience of humanity, together with the hope and inspiration that arises every time we witness a group of highly talented young artists. For that purpose, I chose a neoclassical approach, or rather a neo-baroque approach. I decided to write the equivalent of a closing movement of a concerto grosso. And I chose the concerto grosso because I believe it is one of those musical forms that best embodies the idea of coordination, agreement, collaboration towards a goal, plus featuring individual skills in the case of soloists, but always in the middle of group agreement. That is, after all, what concertare means: to concert, to agree, to coordinate. I hope you enjoyed the performance. Thank you.